Hey everybody, it's me, Master4. Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Colosseum. Last time we went out to fix out the gears in the factory, but now this time because of that, we're able to go to our Pyrite Colosseum. Thank you for your patience. The power has been turned back on. I'll be happy to accept your registrations for the next challenge. Hello, welcome to Pyrite Colosseum. Would you like to join a knockout challenge? Information first. Colosseum battles are held in double battle style with 2 Pokemon allocated to each party. You will win the challenge if you can defeat your trainers in a row. The challenge winner will receive the only big cash prize, but a technical machine as well. So TMs are basically going to be winning move sets, and we're going to go ahead and enter this challenge. Okay, will you be entering it with Pokemon that you have on your party now? Yes, I will. I hope you give it your best and aim for victory. As we sass our walk right in. And here we go, Pyrite Colosseum battle number 1. I think this Colosseum looks kind of bad, but not bad for the first Colosseum we can actually have in the game that we're actually playing Pokemon Colosseum. Like, hey, this is a reminder, you're playing Pokemon Colosseum. Feeling like the lack of Pokemon Colosseum being the Colosseum battles. I know I said Colosseum like 20 times in one sentence, but my goodness gracious. Alright, the opening Pokemon that you're going to be dealing with is mostly for ground types. That are Sandshrew and Barbroach, and I did not mean to have Flaffy out. It's actually been a while since I actually used that data recording. I should have at least checked my team before then, and this is actually not good. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and hit Confusion on Barbroach, and, well, Flaffy can't really do much other than Shadow Rush, but we do need to get that heart gauge down on him, so we're going to go ahead and just try to knock out the Barbroach. I think I hit Barbroach in there. Yes, I did. And oh, it's so close. I swear if Flaffy got into Hyper Mode, I'm going to be very upset. I'm going to be using Secret Power. Oh, that's even worse, man. Oh, for Pete's sake. I'd rather take the Hyper Mode. Oh, man, that's very unfortunate. A critical... Jeez. Alright, well, that's not a good start at all. That was awful. How am I supposed to beat this now? I know I should have took out Barbroach, but I wanted to try to get equal damage on both ends. Oh, really? Oh my goodness, that should have at least knocked it out. Come on. Yeah, the thing about Colosseum battles in this game that you don't really have to worry about your Pokemon's health or the team members being fainted, because after every battle you heal, which is very convenient nonetheless. Alright, well, at least static would work, but you can't paralyze it otherwise. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, since I think it's gonna be going third, I'm gonna go ahead and use Return on Barbroach to kill it, or faint it in this case, because it's Pokemon. You don't actually kill. The Barbroach is down, so now we get Flaffy. Snap down to Confusion. Let's go! Yay! Good job, Flaffy. You did the thing. You did the thing correct. They're going to recoil damage, you'll be fine because you're going to be healed. Battle number 1 is done. Yeah, I kind of wish Flaffy was used more, mainly because once we purify it, it's going to be an Ampharos once we level it up. Which is... The thing about purifying in this game, it's completely different than... Well, not different per se, it's actually the first time it's introducing it. But I personally wanted to say that Colosseum had some nice ideas, in particular, that try to be like Colosseum battles is supposed to represent the like gym battles like in regular Pokemon games, but I think they had the right idea, but I don't know why they decided to call it Pokemon Colosseum if they were like really lacking the Colosseum type battles. Like you should have been like called like Pokemon Shadow, or it's like something like that. The Rise of Shadow Pokemon. Things in that sort, because it's not really meant to be a main lineup game, but why not have like that? I don't know, it's the kind of little thing that bugs me about Colosseum, but even though it's my all-time favorite Pokemon game for one reason, it's because it's my very first Pokemon game I've ever owned. I was fortunate enough to have my stepdad, who is no longer with us in this world. The stepdad at the time like bought me this game. He had no idea what Pokemon was. But believe it or not, once he saw the trailer for this, he was like really ecstatic. This is a dark Pokemon game that not many people owned or at least tried. It is like, I think this is highly disappointing that it's not part of the main game's lineup, even though that it has like Pokemon from Gens 1 through 3, but it has its own region called the Aura region. But anyway, about his whole stepdad situation, he bought this game for himself for a while, and I never really owned a GameCube like it for myself. But once I got his GameCube, because he went and upgraded for PlayStation 3 at the time, and he pretty much just played that with Need for Speed Carbon, which, by the way, another good game, nonetheless. Getting kind of off topic here. But it's kind of, you know, I felt like without him, I wouldn't really know no Pokemon at all. Like, yes, I had like Pokemon cards over to my grandma's house, but it wasn't, you know, I didn't really know what they were or what they were supposed to do in this case. Like, there was no Pokemon that I actually know. I didn't know what typing thing was, but as soon as I wanted to learn more. And then once he passed, I kind of just like had my GameCube and constantly played the Battle Now mode, just so I can try to learn how Pokemon typing worked. But now we're here already in the semifinals against the Bandana guy. You're trying to score an awesome Pokemon, aren't you? It's not gonna be easy. It is easily like the best theme in this tournament. It just feels like a vibe to it, and I feel like the music could have been better, but this is probably the best they had. Now, if I'm probably wondering what my two other members would be, since we pretty much already have 4 members on our team, I originally had like in the later future we'll have like at least one of every type, or at least try to. I was really hesitant because there were 2 different dragon types, and I wanted one in particular, and I'll talk about him in a far future. Well, I'll actually talk about them both. Like pretty much close together. And you kind of get the idea, like, after I'm talking about one, you would know the other one. It'd be like, oh, yeah. And like, to be fair, like, both Pokemon were really good, and nonetheless. But then once we get, like, very, like, oh, for me. But like, anyway, but once we get like really far into it, it's gonna be really easy to have like a team of 6. Cause I'm like really hesitant about like just running a team of 4, but then I'm kind of using Makuhita just as like a thick fact shield. I'm not even joking. I love Makuhita in some sense that it becomes a Hirayama. Hirayama in Gen 3 wasn't really that great. But I was like, also didn't want my team to be similar to one of my all-time favorite YouTubers. I wish I could say the name, but I wanted to like save that. But I also liked some of the Pokemon that this YouTuber actually had, so I'm like, okay, I can try to be like him, but I don't want to be completely like him. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like I'm on the fence of like having 4 out of his 6 to be the same. But he did not have an Ampharos or the Dragon type Pokemon I'm going to have. So I try to be the same, but not quite. And here's the actual important battle here. Pyrite Colosseum Final. This actually had some story involved, but however, there is no Shadow Pokemon. If you could beat me, Master Mayor B gonna come calling for your services. Here goes. Yeah, he kind of gets the boss music. He's got to have the Bagon level 32 and then a Goldeen level 32. If I recall, he actually has 5 Pokemon to start off with. But unfortunately, we're here with 6, my friend. Yes, he has 4. Okay. So here's what I'm going to try to do. I was actually hoping to get at least one Thunder type move to deal with Goldeen, but we didn't because we caught Flaffy a little too late. Or at least first, I think. And we didn't really quite use it, so we're going to go ahead and use Confusion on Goldeen. Goes some good damage here. Didn't get a crit, but I think if it would have been critted, it would have been down. Use it a peck and hope. Oh, chose it to use it on Espeon. Okay. I kind of respect that. Ember. Yeah, Bagon is literally probably one of my all-time favorites. Here we go. Okay. See, I'm actually okay with that hyper mode, Flaffy. You're okay. I almost called Espeon by accident. That would have like been bad. Okay. What I'm gonna do, because I want to make sure Goldene's down, I'm gonna use Confusion on Goldene and call Flaffy to get the senses back. And use the Confusion that way. Like, at least we have Thunder Wave, which is really good to try to catch Pokemon. And we're definitely going to have to use that freaking Thunder Wave on a certain Shadow Pokemon that we're actually going to meet pretty soon. Oh, hey, Espeon's trying to learn Swift. Swift is actually kind of weak in this case for Espeon, only because it attacks both targets and it never misses. But I guess we could possibly lose Helping Hand because at this rate it's kind of useless. So we're going to go ahead and take that off so that way we have a third attack. And that way in case like we needed to like only do a little bit of damage, Swift's got my back on that one. Because Misdreavus is the only ghost type Pokemon, Swift will work at any Shadow Pokemon up to this date. Okay, we are going to use Psychic on Bagon and use Shadow Rush on Magnemite because Confusion will really do that much. But the thing about Magnemite, we all have to be careful. Hey, we killed Bagon in one shot. Nice. The thing about Magnemite we have to be careful of is either static or sturdy, which if it's static, then that's a problem. Oh, again? Fluffy? Really? Alright. Well, I mean, once we call you, then it will be like having a third move. Which it will be Cotton Spore. So we're going to go ahead and maybe one-shot the Delibird. I highly doubt it, but it would be really nice. So Fluffy obtained Cotton Spore. I highly doubt it. It's 4 levels ahead, and it's just going to be a pretty good tanky. Oh, okay. I mean, present. Ah, dang it. I was actually kind of banking on it healing, and guess it chose not to. That's all right. Okay, don't paralyze. Okay, good. Okay, so I really hope that Shadow Rush actually connects this time. But I also kind of wanted that Delibird to die. So I'll use a Shadow Rush on Magnemite, and Fluffy should not be faster than Magnemite, maybe. I mean, Magnemite's Steel type, so it's kind of heavy. Oh, for 3 times? 3 times? Are you serious? Are you serious? Oh my god! Well, that kind of sucks, but alright. 3 times the call! Oh my gosh! Fluffy, get it together! Oh my goodness! It's not gonna do that much damage on Magnemite. Okay, actually did a little bit. Hey, it became confused. Nice. Maybe it hit itself to make it up for those. Okay, never mind. Whatever. Doesn't matter to me much. Oh, wow. Oh, right. Our special defense fell. That's right. Okay. I was like, why did I do that much damage? Okay, Fluffy, you really need to not be in hyper mode here. Okay? You really need to land this Shadow Rush. Okay, after this attack. Espeon may be dead here. No, it chose to attack Fluffy. Okay. Don't go in hyper mode. Okay, good. That's a good Fluffy. This was not that hard at all. You had to make sure you had the last hit, I guess. 3rd time, like 3 hyper modes times in a row. I don't even know what the odds are in that, but that was like very unlucky. All right, now we beat him. I was like, you guys, you're so kind of strong. Good things must be good for you here. Alright, now we are done with this Colosseum. Congratulations, you're the champion. You battled fabulously. Please accept the cash prize of 4,848 Pokédollars. And as a victory prize, please also accept this TM06. It'll be TM06. You'll be looking forward to your next entry. So you can't come back to here, but we will actually do that later. We're going to go ahead and talk about what TM06 is, which is Toxic. Now, the thing about Toxic that's pretty good, you can actually give out a good combo about Guts. And okay. That was a bit strange. I don't recall it being like that. But yeah, Fluffy, you somehow were not in the... Hey, it had static for ability. I didn't think about that. Oh, wait. Rash is the nature. That's what I meant. Like, I always knew it had static. Okay. So now, we're probably going to be focusing on Quagsire on the next episode. Because Quagsire is definitely going to need it. So we're going to go ahead and switch this over. And we're going to go ahead... Ruby, are you okay? I don't think you're okay here. So we're going to go ahead and walk onto the bridge and get right back home. And I don't think anything's going to be bad here. Dun, 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 dun. Next time on Pokemon Colosseum, we're going to go on to what this person wants. So see you guys then.